Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I thought today I could speak a little bit about my CA articleship journey. As you know, I did my articleship from KPMG, but getting to KPMG wasn't such an easy task for me. So I'm the first CA in my family, and nobody in my circle really knew the process. It so happened that I did not even start applying to Big Fours, or for that matter, any articleship firms after my IPCC. Like I started it once I got the results. And that too because I visited the coaching institution and one of my lecturers said, "Hey, weren't you supposed to already apply?" And that's when I went into panic mode. I'll take you through what that process was for me and what you can do and plan well in advance for your articleship journey. So how it happened for me was I got my IPCC score, which is a CA intern now. I managed to get an All India 41st rank over there, but I wasn't aware of the fact that you're supposed to start your articleship journey, the search for it, as soon as you write your exams. I mean, you need to build connections in the industry if you don't already have to get a referral into those firms, but I did not know any of that. So what I did was, as soon as I found out I'm supposed to apply, I made a list of firms where I want to apply to, where I see myself doing my articleship, and that list was pretty short. All the four big fours were there, of course, and then I shortlisted some of the top mid-sized firms in Hyderabad. Then what I did was I printed my resume, and I had no contacts in the industry, nobody to guide me. So I visited those firms physically and tried to leave my resume with the receptionist. A lot of places rejected me, but I did not back down. I kept going on that journey of giving out my resumes. You could say it was like a cold call almost, but that really taught me the benefits of going out of your comfort zone and trying to reach out to people. But now I know it might not work in today's time because most of that process is done online, so you can go apply on their websites directly. But back then, in this was in 2013, so things were a little bit different back then. So starting off with EY, I literally just walked in on the day of their articleship interviews. And when I reached that venue, they're like, "Why are you here? You're not on the list." So I begged them to allow me to be part of it, and they agreed. But I was so unprepared for the interview that I tanked it. I had no confidence in answering any sort of questions. I was just not prepared. It was the first interview in my life. But I took back a lot of feedback and improved myself. What it really helped me was to see where I was lacking in interview giving skills, and I sort of worked on it. Then the next was KPMG. KPMG, I reached the reception. I gave my resume to the receptionist. She said she'll try her best to pass it on to the HR. So somehow my dad had a friend whose son knew somebody from KPMG Hyderabad. Through him, I also gave my resume to get an internal reference. But before that could happen, I got a call for the interview. I think what did help me was the fact that I also got a rank. But that's not always the case. I had people who got into that interview without any ranks. So do not let that hold you back from applying. Then at the interview, this time at KPMG, I was better prepared. I had practiced auditing because those are the kind of questions people ask if you're applying for statutory audit at Big Four. I gave all the answers that were possible. It went pretty well, I felt. Then I also had the HR round with them, and then we were supposed to have a partner round, but that didn't happen. So when I called them, they said, "Hey, we already selected you, so we don't need to do a partner round." And that was it. I was so happy when I got that confirmation from KPMG. But then, funnily enough, the next day I had my PwC interview, but I was a little bit overconfident there. Now, PwC, again, I went to the reception and had applied by giving my resume on hand. Somehow, I also got a call from them to do first an online assessment, post which they called me for an interview with the director. Like I mentioned, I was a little bit overconfident because I only got the offer from KPMG, and I ended up asking them about how PwC was doing after the Satyam scandal. Are there good clients? I think I sort of pissed off the director that way. I could feel it. But then, I mean, it was a genuine question also. But if you're giving an interview, I would suggest staying away from topics that are controversial. Focus on the things where you're able to show your abilities and skills. That would be my suggestion. Now for Deloitte, I did try to go give my resume, but the security guard didn't allow. So yeah, that was it for Deloitte. So I couldn't apply. I never got to applying to any mid-sized firms because I got a shortlist and a confirmation for KPMG. But if you were to apply for mid-sized firm, make sure you do your research, find out from people what sort of clientele do they have, what are the level of audits that they do, or if you're interested in taxation, what are the expertise that they have, and make an informed decision. Apply in advance because a lot of people would also be doing it. And the best thing that you can have is an internal employee referral from the office that you want to work with. That is very important. So make those connections in advance. Reach out to people on LinkedIn, make genuine connections, interact with them, and then when the time comes, ask them if they could give you a reference, and they'd be more than happy to, because most of these employees have internal benefits for referrals. So it's something that they could help you out with. So yeah, all the best on your articleship journey. I also have a mentorship page on TopMate where you could reach out to me and talk to me, and we can figure out how best you can optimize your CA journey, or for that matter, if you want to work towards an MBA, we could discuss that. All the links are there in my bio. You could also reach out to me via my Instagram page at Anirudh Rapol. See you and all the best.